What if something you've always been told was healthy is, over time, quietly undermining your hormonal health as a man? If you've noticed your mornings don't feel quite as sharp, your energy dips in the late afternoon, or your libido just isn't what it used to be, well, you're not alone. And you're definitely not powerless. As men age, especially beyond 50, changes in energy, mood, mental clarity, and sexual function become increasingly noticeable. These symptoms are often chalked up to just getting older. We blame work stress, poor sleep, or simply the passage of time. But what we rarely consider is that the very foods we assume are nourishing may, in fact, be contributing to hormonal imbalance, especially one commonly found in nearly every kitchen: fruit. Now, before you go tossing apples and oranges into the trash, let me be clear. I am not here to tell you to stop eating fruit. Fruit is a powerful part of a balanced diet. But when it comes to optimizing testosterone and male vitality, not all fruit is created equal. I'm here to guide you through hormone-smart choices, using a science-based approach tailored especially for men over 50. And by the end of this discussion, I'll share with you 4 types of fruit you may want to limit, and 4 you should truly embrace to support healthy testosterone levels and overall metabolic function. I'm Dr. Samra Turajilic, a urologist with a special focus in men's health, and today's conversation may well shift the way you think about fruit and your hormones forever. Let's start, as always, with the why. Before I create the next series of videos, I want to hear directly from you. Tell me what you need help with. Are you facing challenges with your erections, struggling to maintain them, or noticing a drop in your sex drive or testosterone? Or maybe you have concerns about size or overall performance. Whatever it is, this channel exists to support your health, your confidence, and your progress. Your input truly matters. Comment your age, your weight, your country, and the specific topic you want me to cover. Your voice will shape the upcoming content because your well-being is and will always be my priority. From a physiological standpoint, the biggest contributor to testosterone disruption after age 50 is not simply aging itself, it's glycemic instability. In plain terms, it's when your blood sugar frequently spikes and crashes. This problem is most commonly ignored, even though it's at the very heart of hormonal decline in men. Here's how it works biologically. Visualize a seesaw. On one end is insulin, the hormone that manages blood glucose. On the other is testosterone, a key player in male vitality. When you consume foods high in fast-acting sugars, even natural ones, your bloodstream rapidly absorbs that glucose, and your pancreas responds with a surge of insulin. This response isn't harmful in itself, but repeated over time, and especially as insulin sensitivity decreases with age, it begins to interfere with testosterone production. Acute elevations in insulin have a suppressive effect on the Leydig cells in the testes, the very cells responsible for producing testosterone. The higher and more frequent your blood sugar spikes, the more frequently your masculine hormone output is paused to redirect your system's energy toward managing a high sugar emergency. And it doesn't stop there. Chronically elevated insulin and blood sugar also increase systemic inflammation, which further hinders hormonal balance and can decrease the activity of enzymes like 17-VHSD, which your body needs to convert precursor hormones into active testosterone. All this means that what you eat isn't just fueling your body, it's sending molecular signals that shape your hormonal environment. The good news, you don't need radical diets, supplements, or medication to make positive changes. What you need is strategic nutritional substitution. Instead of eliminating fruit, I want you to make selective choices. We'll be exploring 2 lists. One includes fruits you should consume more mindfully, the hormonal disruptors, and the other includes those that actively support your metabolic and hormonal health, the hormonal allies. Let's begin with the ones that might be silently working against you. First, tropical fruits like ripe bananas. Yes, bananas are rich in potassium, but there's important nuance. A green or slightly underripe banana is composed mainly of resistant starch, which breaks down slowly and has a muted effect on blood sugar. But as bananas ripen, that starch converts into simple sugars, fructose and glucose, making a fully ripe banana essentially a high glycemic food. For men over 50, eating a ripe banana on its own, particularly first thing in the morning when insulin sensitivity is lowest, can lead to a glycemic spike that directly suppresses testosterone conversion pathways. If you enjoy bananas, choose them less ripe and always pair them with a source of protein or healthy fat, like a boiled egg, almond butter, or walnuts, to slow the release of sugars. Second, grapes and mangoes. Delicious? Absolutely. But they have one thing in common: a very high sugar-to-fiber ratio. Grapes, for instance, are easy to overconsume because they're small and hydrating, but just 1 cup contains nearly 20 grams of sugar and almost no fiber to buffer that load. Mangoes follow a similar pattern. These spike your insulin rapidly and regularly, which over time can trigger hepatic, liver-based insulin resistance and put additional strain on testosterone-related processes. Third, dried fruits, including raisins, dates, and figs. When fruit is dehydrated, the water volume, which naturally helps with satiety and slows down sugar absorption, is removed. What remains is a highly concentrated sugar-dense food that can easily be mislabeled as healthy. A handful of raisins may look innocent, but metabolically, it's the equivalent of eating a candy bar for your endocrine system. The result? Another blood sugar spike, another inflammatory hit, and another setback for hormonal balance. Finally, fruit juices. I cannot emphasize this enough. Fruit juice is not a healthy beverage, no matter how organic or artisanal the label. Juicing strips out virtually all the fiber, leaving behind a liquefied form of sugar that your body absorbs extremely quickly. A single glass of orange juice contains upwards of 22 grams of sugar, and your body processes it in nearly the same way it would a sweetened soda. The insulin surge, the inflammation, and the stress it places on your liver are all anti-testosterone in their effect. If you're drinking fruit juice as part of a healthy morning ritual, it's time to reconsider. Now, it's not all bad news. Nature also gives us fruits that deeply support hormonal vitality, blood sugar stability, and even libido. These are the ones I recommend regularly for my male patients seeking to age with strength and clarity. Top of the list, berries, especially blue, black, and raspberries. Berries are powerful antioxidant foods with exceptionally low glycemic loads. They contain anthocyanins, plant pigments that improve endothelial function and stimulate nitric oxide production. This not only supports cardiovascular health, but also enhances peripheral blood flow, including erectile function. And thanks to their fiber content, they support a gradual rise in blood sugar rather than a spike. Next, avocados. A unique fruit, avocados contain essentially no sugar and are rich in monounsaturated fats that serve as critical raw materials for testosterone synthesis. Additionally, avocados provide key micronutrients such as magnesium, zinc, and boron, minerals that have been shown in controlled studies to influence free and total testosterone levels. Third, whole citrus fruits, like oranges and grapefruits when eaten with the pith. The membranes and white inner peels are rich in soluble fiber, which not only stabilizes blood sugar, but also supports gut health. Equally important, citrus fruits are excellent sources of vitamin C, which plays a vital role in adrenal function. Your adrenal glands are responsible for managing your stress response, and when they operate more efficiently, they produce less cortisol. Lower cortisol helps create a more favorable environment for testosterone to thrive. And finally, pomegranate. This remarkable fruit contains bioactive antioxidants known as punicolagens, which have demonstrated vascular protective benefits in clinical trials. Research also suggests regular intake of pomegranate, whether as seeds or small portions of juice, supports nitric oxide production, improves circulation, and may help improve erectile function in men with mild to moderate dysfunction. The key takeaway here is this: you're not choosing between fruit or no fruit. You're choosing which fruits align with your biology and hormone goals, and which quietly sabotage them. So here's your simple 7-day challenge. Starting tomorrow, remove bananas and fruit juice from your morning routine. Instead, choose a small bowl of berries or drink a glass of water with lemon. That may seem like a minor adjustment, but I assure you, it's a powerful metabolic signal to your body. Because your health after 50 isn't about extreme measures, it's about intelligent design. It's about learning that the food you eat communicates with your entire endocrine system. By making these small, focused changes, you're choosing to send the kinds of signals that support testosterone, energy, focus, and longevity. You're not simply reacting to age, you are actively shaping your biological future with each daily choice. So, if you're ready to take this first step, type I will choose wisely in the comments. And if this information resonated with you, consider subscribing for more insights grounded in real science and clinical experience, shared each week. There's someone you know right now, a brother, a husband, a father who thinks he's just getting old, when really his morning smoothie might be the hidden culprit. Share this. Let's help more men reclaim their energy and their confidence. Until next time, I'm Dr. Samra Turajilic, and remember, your body is listening to every bite. Let's make those messages count.